Hey, thanks for tuning in to the Data Obsessed Fat Guy here. Sorry, I pretty much went the whole week without it giving any real updates. I was very badly sick. I actually had COVID. I went and got tested at CVS using a drive-through setup. And yeah, they confirmed that's what it was. And then they did a contact trace back to confirm where the actual point of contact came from, where the infection came in at. And it happened pretty much when a roommate of mine went bowling and brought it back approximately, very early April, late March. I forgot the date. But if you look at the 2-week incubation period, the actual side effects, the actual symptoms started to appear approximately between April 10th to 14th. So it made sense, but it was a horrible time. A very horrible time. Let me get into what I can share with you here so far. So I'm definitely feeling much better now. But you see, I wasn't exactly just eating soup all week. I ate a mix of junk and just basically nothing if you look at the calorie counts. I mean, even my net carb levels didn't go high until I started eating ravioli later in the week. And my weight greatly fluctuated throughout the week as well. Like on Sunday, I actually weighed 326. So if this 323.3 is the lowest I weighed this week, I would go back up by about 5.5 pounds or so throughout the week, as you're going to see here. Now the cranberry seltzer is pretty much just my regular seltzer water with about a whole cup of cranberry juice added to it. Actually, it's basically a Dr. Bird drink. So had a whole cup of cranberry juice, a whole cup of lemon juice added to it, just 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and the rest is water and a pinch of salt, and I carbonated it. It wasn't so bad. That was a crazy day. See, I had quite a few obligations from eBay, and I ended up driving that day. I probably shouldn't have. And that's how I ended up stopping at Wendy's. But I only ate half of that food that day and the other half the next day. But I don't think I logged that right during the time. But I did somehow. And I don't even know how I even got those 5-layer burritos from Taco Bell. They were not good. They actually ended up making me feel worse off. I think I kept some down. I don't recall throwing anything up, but if I would have thrown anything up, it would have been those. Help put a little bit of weight back on me, and help retain a little bit of fluid. As you can see here, for every good thing I ate, I had a bunch of junk here to consume as well. And it's just, I don't know, that's when I started to know I was actually going to be better. When I would actually not only got my appetite back, but I was actually just wanting junk food. And then I stopped myself. I was like, okay, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to get. And it was different from how it is when you just feel like, oh my God, I got to have this or I'm going to die. This is just more so, okay, I feel that I actually want to directly eat this one food here. It seems like I either need it or it's just something that I'm craving in a way that I'm not used to craving in such a way. So I went and got it. And this is by far the highest calorie day of the week so far. And I actually felt like I ate the least amount on this day. Just as you see, most of what I drank was liquid or liquidy. But it goes to show you can get a lot of calories in. And then somehow I ended up eating 2 spicy chicken sandwiches from Popeyes. Calorie counts are probably higher. I keep forgetting to add a real entry for that because these aren't po' boys, despite what it says. This is closer to being a much more realistic expectation for where I really expected my weight to be at. It was nice seeing lower numbers, but I was just really in and out of it throughout the week. And it really don't mean too much. But not a dummy too good to just stay on that path of basically eating close to nothing, having my body just toss away so much and being at 317, 316, which is what the trend was looking like it was going to be. I was dropping between 1 and 3 pounds every day. It was crazy. Okay, so I still don't have my full lung volume back yet, unfortunately. But the way things are now, I can walk around a grocery store, or at least I should have, the ability to walk around a grocery store. I haven't actually tried this yet without running out of breath. I have not needed to take any fever reducers or any medicine of any type for the past 4 days. So because of that, and according to how I felt and temperature level and other data, I should be fine as long as I'm wearing a mask. And I need to replenish real food in this house. I can't just keep eating junk. These were the breath tests for ketones I took throughout the week. And they all came up to 0 except for that one at 12. And that one at 12, that was when I last took the Dayquil. So Dayquil horribly throws the test off, as you see there. There was no way I was doing 12. I mean, it showed I was losing weight every day up until that point. But no, it made no sense for me to actually be burning that many ketones. I mean, it's a beautiful number, but alcohol throws this breath test off. And I didn't take it right before it. There was at least a few hours difference between when I took it and then, there's a few hours difference between when I actually consumed the NyQuil or the Dayquil and then took this test. It's supposed to just give at least 30 minutes between it. I think 2 hours is more than enough time. And it's just, I know it greatly affected. I was not brushing my teeth back then. My breath still greatly reeked to this stuff, so I definitely have to throw it off. But this 0, this is a real number here. This is what I really expected things to be at. You know, here are some actual important numbers. Blood pressure actually went down throughout the week. It was ridiculously high. And now it's back down to a more manageable level. It's in the lower 140s now. See there, the average is 146 to 94 for the week. But I hit lower numbers. Today, I actually am in the 140s today, but yeah, it was just so nice knowing that on the day that I finally started to feel calm and well, the numbers were actually reflecting it. So it was tough actually tracking all this stuff every day. I mean, it's pretty easy to do again now, but on some days, I'm just sitting there and I'm just saying you can't eat or nothing until you get this done, and it was just tough. But yeah, I feel normal now for the most part. I probably could not run for too long, or at least snort no longer than I could before. I'm going to do some real testing tomorrow to see how I compare versus to where I was before. And I was not properly tracking any exercise I was doing before. The closest I would get is just some of the stuff I was doing on my Switch with Ring Fit Adventure or with fitness boxing. But I wasn't ready to do real tracking with my exercise yet. Actually, that's what the last announcement was supposed to be before I got so badly sick, was that I was going to start doing so. I was going to go after the One Punch Man workout because that was going to be the final goal. The day I could do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and 10 kilometers of running, I would consider myself to be at level 1, where I wanted to be at for fitness for the rest of my life, and to work up from that point. And that's still an aspiration to make it there. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. We're going to talk a lot more about this tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the on-screen weigh-in or not, but I'm going to talk a lot more about this experience tomorrow. Probably just about the experience. But that's it. But thank you all. God bless you all. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.